Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we will see intergenic interaction or non-allelic interaction. Here, capital T, small t, and interaction takes place between this capital T with another capital T, small t, is called as the intergenic interaction. Occurs between the alleles of different genes present on the same or different chromosomes. See, this one or this one. This gene is different and this gene is capital T, small t is different. And these interaction in between these two chromosomes takes place is called as intergenic interaction. What is the difference? It may be present on the same or these different chromosomes, but interaction takes place in between them. So, it is called as non-allelic or intergenic interaction. In this mechanism, we have to see pleiotropy, polygenes, epistasis, supplementary and complementary genes. So only we have to see in this topic is the pleiotropy, in which a single gene. Pleiotropy means what? A single gene controls two or different traits is called as pleiotropic gene, and the phenomenon is called as pleiotropy or pleiotropism. Mechanism is pleiotropism. But don't confuse in between multiple alleles and pleiotropic genes. In multiple alleles, different genes are formed by the mutation. Alternative forms of the alleles are formed. In pleiotropy, single gene controls two or different traits. For example, the sickle cell anemia is there for the pleiotropy, which shows a pleiotropic mechanism. It is the best example. Sickle cell anemia is the example which is given, in which the gene responsible for this disease is HBS gene, which is HBS for the sickle cell anemia. In 9th and 10th standard, we have studied that, in which in this disease the RBCs, red blood cell, becomes sickle-like due to the lack of O2 transportation, or O2 transportation becomes less. So it is called as sickle cell anemia, which occurs due to this HBA, in which HBA gene is dominant or normal or healthy and represented by HBA. The carrier shows mild anemia. See the here there are genotype and phenotype, in which HBA, HBS in heterozygous condition, these are the carriers. In HBA, HBA, these are showing genotype are normal. HBA, HBS carriers, and HBS, HBS which are recessive, which are called as sickle cell anemia, which is responsible for the death of the person because the blood is in the abnormal condition. So, in homozygous condition, HBS, HBS is recessive character is responsible for the death, or these are responsible for sickle cell anemia in homozygous condition. See, the disease sickle cell anemia gene is HBS. HBS. Pleiotropy is the mechanism in which single gene controls two or more different traits, and the two different expressions are produced by a single gene is HBS. Now we will see the example for pleiotropy. The marriages between two carriers produce normal, carriers sickle cell anemic in the ratio of 1:2:1 ratio. If the carriers HBA, HBS gene, these are the carriers, and marriages between these two, HBA, HBS and crossed with HBA, HBS, then it produces one normal, two carriers and one sickle cell anemic, which is responsible for the death of that person. So, this is the example we have seen in which marriages between this sickle cell anemic person or carrier produces HBA, HBS, HBA and HBS. These are the gametes produced by these carriers. Now, after crossing by Punnett square here, male and female, the HBA is the normal person, one HBS and HBA is the sickle cell carrier, HBA and HBS is the sickle cell carrier, and HBS will be produced a sickle cell anemic person, which is responsible for the death, or it is called as the lethal gene. Lethal gene means what? These are responsible for the death of the offspring. So, in the sickle cell anemics, the ratio is 1:2 instead of 1:2:1 ratio in the normal condition. Die living carriers, and in the ratio obtained is 1:2. In heterozygotes, or the carriers can be identified by microscopic cell shape examination. Cell shape will be observed, and in this way we have completed the mechanism of the pleiotropy. Okay.